How y'all doing? This is on the night of after the game of the Grizzlies versus the Warriors, where you see Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle uh, win the battle between John Morant, Desmond Bain, and Jaren Jackson with the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay, but this is more on centered around Memphis Grizzlies. I've said back, I watched the whole season. I watched seasons, and throughout the games when I can, I like to watch. I use the NBA League Pass app. I bought the app. I paid a subscription to watch every Memphis Grizzlies game, but somehow I can't watch it. I live here. I should be able to watch every game, but that's besides the point. I won't. I listen to a lot of fans. I get on X, which is Twitter, formerly known as Twitter. I get on a lot of spaces. I listen to a lot of people complain. I listen to a lot of people criticize the game and give their opinions on the Memphis Grizzlies and coaching and Jack Kleiman and the state of affairs and all that. And at times, I value people's opinions because I value different perspective. But I don't want to talk. I have a confidence where I have played. I have played. I've got offers to play. I've coached from Shelby County Metros to partnering with Thaddeus Young and I said Thaddeus Young. Yeah, Thaddeus Young. His camps at Mitchell, and you got semi-pro team. Shout out to Coach Skepta with the Memphis Lions and the Memphis Cyclones, and Coach Jerry Baxter Middle School in Nashville, and help my former high school. I played for my former high school, Hamilton High School, and they won the championship after the year I graduated in 2014. We went to state my year too. But all that aside, I feel like I have a great knowledge of the game, and I want to give you my perspective on this. And you can take it with what you want. You can value it how you want it, but just understand. I look at the game different than a lot of people. A lot of the people that talk about the game don't play it. And they don't have a passion. It's not attention to details. And I'm not a technical and analytical person. I'm a you'll understand once I go throughout my points. But I want to pinpoint. I'm gonna go section by section. I want to let you guys know. To start off, the Memphis Grizzlies. I want to start going by this franchise players, Ja, Dez, and Jaren. Start off with Ja. These are notes I've taken down over the time. The thing that makes Ja great is Ja is a unique playmaking point guard. He's not your typical nowadays score first point guard. See, I watched him when I went to TSU. I watched him come in our house. I watched him play. I watched Ja drop double doubles. I watched him pick apart the defense. I watched him kick our ass. So trust me, I've seen him firsthand since he was at Murray State. So I was excited when the Grizzlies got him. The success that the Grizzlies had is when Ja is available to play and he's playing free to play make. See, he's an explosive player. He is a momentum shifter in the game. He is a person that can dictate how the game goes because he not only does explosive and highlight plays on the offensive and defensive end. As you can see, he can jump to the top of the backboard and snatch somebody ball off the top. We seen it. But he also dynamic at passing, electric at passing. His agility in the air, which is also a detriment to him because he does a lot of, and I guess the whole team is young, so I want people to realize that we have one of the youngest teams in the NBA. The team is young. You don't fully develop as a man mentally until you're 25. You don't hit your prime until you're around 20, 27, 28. So you get a couple years after you fully develop, then you start to realize and see things from a different perspective, a more mature perspective, depending on who you're around and how you mature in your mindset. So you have to give some of these players grace. And and knowing that and going through that, I'm only 28. I'll be 29 September 3rd, but knowing that I have more leeway and leash as you would need to have, just like with the Boston Celtics experiment with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They're people like the NBA has went wrong when you go into the draft and you go into trades trying to acquire talent. It's like AAU. Kobe said it best. AAU it's almost, see, people they haven't honed in on the real problem in that. You try to acquire talent because talent can beat under talented teams. You try to collect as much talent as you can, and you try to win and bank on winning off of talent alone. You get as many talented players, and you hope they get it together. You hope they learn something, but the talent wins the game. The talent sells the games because it's electric. It's fun to watch, but it's not a long-term solution for basketball. Talent dwindles with injury. Talent dwindles with attitudes when something happens. When you rely on your skill, your IQ, and you pair that with a motor and your God-given talent and athleticism, then you become a complete player. And a complete player is not just the offensive player; it is the defensive player also, and one that can be of assistance when not even on the court. And I want to circle this back to the Memphis Grizzlies because I want you to understand all of that encapsulates the Grizzlies. Because previous videos, one of my first videos, I told the world that the Memphis Grizzlies has the potential to be the best team in the NBA. We have a deep team, and the problem Taylor Jenkins ran into, it was talent, and he relied on talent. That's what he did. But I'm gonna explain that further on in the video. Back to Ja Morant. Ja Morant, the dynamic playmaker, athletic out of this world, one of a kind, generational. Yeah, he done his bonehead things, but that's my guy. So he's done nothing illegal. He's been convicted of nothing. I don't think people understand that you violated NBA policy, and the NBA policy you violated was conduct detrimental to the league, which is Adam Silver. Adam Silver had his feelings hurt. When you punish a player for conduct detrimental to the league and he committed no crime, you have people like Malik Beasley who've been committed of crime, who've been sentenced to 120 days in prison, who've been convicted of assault with guns. He got the drug. I don't want to sound like I'm snitching on him, but it's just public knowledge. And I want people, when I have these arguments with people, I want you to understand. They say this. They push this forward for Ja because Ja he is that guy. Ja has the youth, and Ja has the charisma, and Ja has the attitude. Ja has the game to back up all he's saying. He is that. That's why he's not good. The only way Memphis gonna let Ja go is Ja is gonna have to run out. He gonna have to sneak out the back. He gonna have to take the underground railroad to get up out of Memphis. He ain't going nowhere. You, you here to stay, buddy. You South Carolina made, you Memphis paid, but hey, we love you. We back you. But Ja excels in pick and roll. He excels in isolation. He excels when he gets the right switch, and he's good at taking advantage of the mismatch, especially with bigs. Because he's quick, he has a first step, and he's explosive from anyone on the court. And what makes him deadly is people like to say he don't like to shoot. He can't shoot. It's the same thing they said about LeBron when he first came into the league, and they still say it. So you think you can shoot when you are designated like a Klay Thompson or Steph Curry. But when you can make a shot from different areas, from all over the court, from different levels, you can finish at the cup. You can finish above the rim. You can finish below the rim. You can finish in contact. You can finish. You have floaters. You have mid-range. I've seen him post up. I've seen him. His footwork is okay and decent. He hasn't exploited part of the game because he's good at taking people off the dribble. He has the handle. He has it all as a guard. You just lucky that he's just 2 or 3. You just that's really what's blessing the league. And that goes the same for my boy Desmond Bain too. I don't like to hate that y'all give him. I'm gonna get to that next. But again, Ja has the game to back what he is, that franchise player. Ja, the ability to score when he does the pick and rolls. See, they were successful because of Ja Morant. They wasn't successful because of the two players. See, when he picked and roll with Steven Adams, great because Steven Adams is able to finish, and Steven is smart. Steven can pass. So when you give him the ball, he's not picking. He's not popping. He's rolling. Steven is rolling, and he's a hard roll. That's one of the strongest men in the NBA. So he's going to get to where he needs to get to. Now, your thing is, we know Steven not for the pull up. He's not for the pop. He rolling to the rim. So it's like, okay, the defenders were trying to feel him off. He'd go back there. He make sure you cut off a certain type of passes. Ja puts so much pressure and he demands so much gravity on the offensive end because he can hit shots. It's not he can't shoot. It's he can score. That's the difference. I don't like people that's where the analytical part is like he shoots this 33%, 30% from the field or something like that, or from three. So you're gonna leave them open. No. That's me. Anytime I've coached, you leave nothing to chance because anybody can hit a shot. The sorriest people in the world that don't play basketball, you can go into a gym and throw the ball and you can hit a shot. Everybody can't stop somebody. And that's the most important side of basketball. That's the most prideful. That's when I say the essence of basketball is not when they tell you it's to score the ball. If that's the main point of the basketball, then how about you score, I score. You just go shoot a three, I go shoot a three. We just gonna keep on scoring. It's about who misses. All right, so what if nobody misses? Then we keep scoring? You rely on misses. No, it takes somebody to say, I don't. It takes a pride. It takes the complete essence of a basketball player. And a lot of y'all don't love basketball. A lot of y'all don't play basketball. A lot of y'all don't even know the game of basketball. You are talented. You are good. You have great depth perception when you shoot the ball. You have great feel for it. But when it comes to the other end, which is one of the most important things about basketball, you know nothing. The same energy and same attention to detail when you talk about scoring, when you want to be able to shift somebody and it's just a mirror effect. If you know that for offense, you need to use that knowledge on defense. See, it's just they say defense is an effort thing. It's not just the effort thing. The effort is applying the knowledge that you know. If you are good on the offensive end, if you have a decent IQ, you can apply that knowledge. That's the effort part. It takes skill to stop somebody. It takes skill, just like in NFL, to stop a man from doing what they want to do. That takes pride. That takes the soul out of other grown men, grown women. Stopping somebody. No, blocking a shot. That's mine. Taking it out their hands in the middle of a court in a crowd of 50,000 on national television in front of millions. You walked up the court. I took it from you. Snatched, give me that shit. And you talked and you talk bad to him. Tell him, hey, who is this man? Why does he have the ball? Why would y'all let him walk the ball up on me when I'm on the court? You guard your yard. At the essence of it all, defense is about guarding your assignment. Your assignment, your yard. Guard your yard. It won't be any complaints on you. If everybody do their job, you can't stop somebody 100% all the time, but sometimes you can. See, a lot of y'all like to play, I hope he missed basketball. I hope he missed. Let me just try to stay in front of him. You just like a mall cop. You just, like what KG said, just flashing like, hey, stop that. You can't stop nobody. You ain't arresting nobody. You ain't taking nobody. You ain't taking no weapon out of somebody's hand. You ain't taking the ball out of somebody's hand. You're not really defending. You just chaperoning down the court. and you hope he miss. It's not defense to me. It's better than not playing defense at all. It's better than playing Matador defense, but nah, that's not defense. Yeah, I know I'll be going off side quest, but Ja demanded gravity on offense, and he is able to pick apart offenses. And what excels, I wish. See the pick. I want to go back to previous Grizzlies, and when you had Mike Conley and Marcus Gasol. Marcus Gasol was one of the great big men because he was able to score, facilitate, great at passing, great touch. He was good. He can shoot anywhere. He had a mid-range. He had a turnaround over the shoulder, over the left shoulder. He had a hook shot. He had a running hook shot. He could bam on you. He go guard you. He won a defensive player of the year, which we know was LeBron's, but he was a great defensive player too. See, that type of big man, which the Joker is on steroids. But a lot of people don't look at the aspects of defense when you can argue he's a bad defender if you want to, but you can't tell me that because I've seen the game. I've seen him able to defend. I don't see a lot of people giving Jokic the work. He is the one spanking that. But back to Ja. Those are pros about Ja. And if you was to pair him with Jaren, which is what which maybe have gotten Taylor Jenkins fired, because I don't think he wasn't able to maximize. I think a lot of Collins been going on in the Memphis Grizzlies organization. And I don't know how, with Jaren having a resident of Memphis like Zach Randolph, who is great at the mid-range and great at facing up, has not gotten the gym with Jaren. I don't know if he has or not, but to me, it doesn't seem like if he has it, Jaren not applying it. You don't bag down somebody from 20 out. You don't turn your back to the basket every time you get the ball. You don't hook shot on two people. You don't hook shot from 18 out. Where is your face up? Where is your mid-range? Where is your touch? You are trying to hook shot over people from far. You are too big and too athletic to just corner yourself in being so limited offensively when we know you can shoot. So you might need to fix your mechanics when you face up because you like to do a little lean in. But that is going to expand your game, and then you will really become the $300 million player. You limit the offense on for the Grizzlies, and when you're doing the pick and roll with Ja, which could be potentially unguardable, if you was to able to expand your offensive game and be able to stop in the mid-range, do a leaning mid-range shot, lean and fade away, get it, face up, jab, swing, put them on your shoulder. You one of the biggest, strongest players. You can unlock another level of Ja's game. Ja has potential as a playmaker, and you paired with him, just like Ja paired with Edie. Edie is just a rookie, but Edie he has potential also. See, again, when I say the franchise player, I'm telling you, Ja is that franchise player, and he is the focal point. He is the attack of the offense. He is the playmaker. He is the general. So knowing that, I want to say, and I attest this to him relying on athletic ability sometimes, the jump passing in the lane is where a lot of Ja's turnovers come from, and sometimes they turn over in crucial time, especially in the fourth quarter from watching the last game. It's a lot of senseless turnovers, so you just didn't need it. Just keep your dribble alive. I know you want to see, that's what him knowing that he has a gravity on offense, so he does that. He comes, he pulls up, trying to suck in defense, but when they stay home, now you stuck in the air. Now what can you do? Because you didn't come here to try to pull up and shoot the shot. You came jumping, two hands, overhead passing, looking for somebody. Now you stuck. Now you got to come down. Now you got to either contort your body and throw it at the rim somehow, or throw it to somebody and hoping they make a play on the ball and not turn into a turnover. That's what you need to clean up. As a point guard, you need to know better than that. Keep your dribble alive. Once you attack, keep your dribble alive in the lane. Your handle is too crazy to not keep that alive. Like Steve Nash. Steve Nash would go around the whole court. He'd run a circle around around the goal until he see what he wants to see. Somebody moves where he wants them to move. He's dictating the offense, just like Jason Kidd, just like LeBron James. Yeah. Luka Doncic. It's a lot of people that dictate the game. Chris Paul, all these. It's plenty of examples, but Ja put so much pressure offensively, and then I want to give credit to him on the defensive end. Ja, he don't die on the screens. He gets killed by the screen. If he don't get killed by the screen, he is there. He's coming. He's chasing, and that's effort. Now I see that. I remember when I first seen when he was just came to the when he had that block on Kyrie Irving when he played for Brooklyn for the game. When I seen him match up with him 1-on-1 and block that shot for game, I knew. I see it. He has that side. He is capable of doing that. And watching the games, I watch them with the sound with commentary off. I don't like to hear it because a lot of the if not all, most media, if you're not in Memphis, even in Memphis, sometimes I hear them just too negative. And then the stuff you're saying when you're trying to critique the basketball, you don't even know you don't even know how to play basketball, so you don't even know what you're critiquing, you don't even know what you're saying. The shit y'all talking about that they need to fix is wrong. So John needs to clean that up on the offensive end. But on defense, he's able to move his feet. He's able to stay in front. He's opportunistic. It's just like Allen Iverson. When Allen Iverson, when people say he's not a defensive player, he can't guard nobody, but Allen Iverson led the league in steals. Chris Paul led the league in steals. LeBron leads the league in steals at times. LeBron, it's opportunistic when you play the passing lanes. My bad. When you play the passing lanes, you baiting. It's not just the play on the ball. It's what's my distance between my man that I know I can recover. What's my actual recovery distance? And Ja has a good recovery distance because he's so quick and athletic off the first step. So he should take advantage more of playing the passing lanes, which leads into fast break points and more points scored and momentum shifters, break run starters. He's able to demoralize from his play, from his offense, from his dunk, skywalking. He's able to demoralize teams. Ja has a lot of potential, and he hasn't even hit his prime yet, barring injury. And I hope he stays healthy, and I hope Memphis understands what they got. And I'm not absolving Ja of anything. Playing basketball, people mess up all the time. As long as he don't do nothing illegal and he'll do no crimes, I ain't got no problem with you. We don't know. I haven't met Ja. I don't know these players at all when I go through this list. But there's Ja. I want to get to Desmond Bane. One more thing on Ja. He has the tenacity of when you say Memphis. When I say you have heart, you have that no back down. We don't take no shit. We gonna get in your shit and we gonna talk shit. We gonna back that shit up. That's what you need on the basketball. When you around grown men, you around real killers, real predators. And if this is the best of the best, the cream of the crop, killers, you need to be able to be a killer and talk like it, walk like it, have that attitude. You may think it's arrogant, but this is high level. This is professional. These are experts at the game. How you feel, take your fucking feelings out of it. This is about results. However, I need to get my result. I make my decision. I take my accountability for whatever happens after I do it. After we step on between these lines, whatever happens in that line is because of this game. No hard feelings. You want to make it personal, you get personal. But right now, we playing basketball. Grown men, grown women on the court. Fuck what you say. Fuck how you feel. I'm trying to win the game. But Desmond Bane, a lot of people I listen to a lot of people hate on Desmond. A lot of people don't understand. Desmond is an all-around player. You look at Desmond, is only about 6'3", 6'4". If Des was 6'6", it's a reason why he got the money. Not just because we wanted to keep him. you want him because he's an all-around player. He can shoot the ball. He can attack. They be saying downhill Dez. Dez is an all-around player. Dez is that when you turn off the commentary, you hear Dez's voice mostly throughout the game. Second is Ja. Third is Jaren. Dez talks the most, especially on defense. Dez is that middle linebacker on defense, and y'all say he's one of the defensive liabilities when he's nowhere near it. Dez is standing up big man. There's some reason I be mad because why is Dez holding up this big man when we got a defensive player on the year candidate and another 7-foot big and a almost a 6'9", 6'10" small forward? Why is the two guard the only one that got the balls to play physical? He plays physical defense. He talks, he's telling people, you by yourself, you good, you on the island. Pick him and pick him up. He's the only one talking. Again, I'm gonna throw in clips throughout this video where I guess I'll run it down right now. And you understand I'll run it down. It's a clip of Ja, it's a clip of Santi, it's a clip of the coach Thomas Isolo, and it may be, I think that may be it, but it may be another video. But I'm putting them videos here. And then after the videos, Desmond, again, to reinforce Desmond, when you watch the NBA games without the commentary on, you actually have the mics on the court and on the goal, you start to hear how the players talk, how they communicate. And you get to hear who is actually the defensive anchor. Jaren is supposed to be the defensive anchor of the team. Actually, it's Desmond. I understand that Jaren is a great defender. Great. Shot blocker, everything. Great. He's just not aggressive enough and he doesn't communicate enough. See, Jaren doesn't have control of his limbs for some reason. He don't have control of his limbs like that. So that's where a lot of his fouls come from just throwing your arm out there. And he's too big to just throw his arm out there. You gonna hit somebody. You can tell that Jaren hit a growth spurt. He was a guard and he hit a growth spurt just like Anthony Davis, where they play like guards. They big as hell, but they play like guards. The defensive tenacity came because he was a guard and he had to guard people. He had to guard scores, so he has that ability to guard. He just doesn't have the full control of his body. But Desmond is a dog on the defensive end and a dog on he is everything that Ja he almost can do. The top two offensive players on the team is Ja and then it's Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain can hit the long ball, he can hit mid-range, he can pull up, he can hit pin downs, he can hit coming off the screens, he can hit anything that you need. Any shot, Dez can hit. Off the dribble, anything. His offensive, his repertoire has been on the display all season, especially with Ja being out. So anybody that has a critique on Desmond, the only critique you should have of Desmond is if he's not consistent or he's just not physically. I'm talking about his arms are he's just not tall and long enough to really be as impactful as he could be on the defensive end. Those are only two things you can really complain about Desmond. He show up to work every day, no complaint. Good man, family man, good head on his shoulders. He hold teammates accountable. He is their voice. So he is one of the untouchables to me, just like Ja. So all this hate on Desmond that's coming from a lot of Memphis Grizzlies fans, I don't think he really fans. I just think that, I don't know, you too loud on negative shit, and our goal is to win by any means. So you gonna sit here and complain, or you gonna sit here and talk about the solutions? When you talk about the solutions, don't try to throw in your disrespect or throw in your personal or emotional feelings about shit. Talk about actual factual things that could be taught, that could be useful tools, what they need to do. Not how you fucking feel. Fuck how you feel. You're not out there playing. So I try when I'm doing this critique, I'm not doing. I don't know these. I don't know the players. I wish. Hopefully, I beat these guys one day. Hopefully, I can have a fun. Before anything is recorded or anything, I don't need to. I need to have a face to face conversation. Well, each I can't say I know somebody until I have a face to face personal interaction with you, talk to you. I need to look into your eyes. I need to be able to shake your hand. I need because I can tell it's hard for people to get a bullshit past me. So to know somebody and to really know who they are, I can see behind any mask that you have on the TV or on media or behind the profile. Once you're in person, I can see. But Desmond's good, especially during this last game. He showed up with Ja. He had to. He Dez covers up. I don't think Dez covers up a lot of uh, blemishes that the Memphis Grizzlies have. The Memphis Grizzlies' biggest sore spot able is not ever having that star small forward. Not having a star small forward. And that is almost a necessity for teams to be successful or to win. You need to have some success, some star power, some reliable small forward. That's why some of the greatest players in the game are big. Not just guards. And if you have a guard, you have somebody that's paired with them that's big. It has to be somebody big to be with a guard, just like we have Ja. We can have John dead, but we need a three guard. We need a 3-man. You have your Jalen Wells and you have your GG and stuff like that. But I'm gonna get to them later. They still young. That's why you don't supposed to give up. You don't supposed to give in to the fucking media and scapegoat Dylan Brooks because he got beat by LeBron, one the GOAT. How you get mad at a man that actually got LeBron playing, LeBron talking? That means he was actually some type of effect, negative or positive. He was some type of effect. He was somebody on LeBron's radar. Why the hell would you give him up? And you see how he plays for Houston. You see how the Houston team look. You don't. It's another thing about the upper management. Stop listening to the media. Start to listen. Start to know basketball. Start to actually want to be involved. Start to know it. Know the game. Since you want to dictate who want to be around this motherfucker. Jaren could be more. Again, what I told earlier about his offensive capabilities, but he's limited because he hasn't expanded his game. He should get with a KG. He should get with a Zebo. He has too much potential. With the team, it's too much potential. I can go through each player, which I am. But Jaren just has to clean up the senseless fouling, the senseless shots. Again, you can't hook shot from 20 out, 18 out on a person or two defenders. You don't supposed to get stood up by a small defender. You need to learn how to. You got him on your hip, spin off. You need to start dunking on motherfuckers again. I need all my bigs to start sitting on the rim. I'm talking about when you dunk that motherfucker, you need to sit on that motherfucker, feet in the air, kick a motherfucker when you do that. Those are certain things that I think big should. Zach eating up. Y'all supposed to sit on it. Just throw it down. You take that motherfucker, you sit and you lean on that motherfucker. You scream. You have to establish dominance. You have to establish some physical presence. You have to establish that this is your shit. Don't ever let me catch this ball down here. I'm putting you in the rim. That is what they need. That is what Jaren is a finesse player. You can't win this league with just finesse. You have to have some meanness to you. Have to have some meanness to you. I want to get to. People like to say the defensive point of attack is the best defender is Jalen Wells. It's an argument to be made. Jalen Wells is a great container. It's not a. He's a great container. He's learning to be a disruptor on defense. He's still young, so with time, he's going to learn different tricks and players' tendencies. If he's in the study room, if he's watching film, if he's doing his due diligence, the offense will come. It'll be almost like a Jimmy Butler, in Chicago or Kawhi Leonard type of build, because he has the length, he has the athleticism, he can hit the shot, he's able to shoot. He just has the round. He has to start to tap into his offensive game, get more confident, and that unlock another level that we can take the offense for the Memphis Grizzlies, because the defense, he's there, hard working, good man, good young man. I need him. I need you to at least. I know you are great. I need you to start. It's a level of aggression that every player needs, and there's just not a tough or soft, nothing of that. I would never disrespect no man like that. I don't care where you come from. I don't care two-parent, no parent. I don't care where you come from. Respect goes everywhere, because there's bitches and there's weak and cowards from all aspects of life. The weak and cowards that come from the toughest of places and the highest of places. So where you grew up don't dictate how you are. You are who you are. I need you to have a controlled aggression. I need you to start to really talk. Not talk shit. You ain't got to talk trash. I'm talking about when you get a steal, when you get a block, when you make a motherfucker miss, you loud clap. You start to high five your teammate. You start to pump up, get the crowd involved. You need to start doing that, and that's going to be an adrenaline rush, where it's gonna be a run. You're gonna see things open up for you. You're gonna see things happen. You're gonna start to see people fear you on the defensive end. You going to, hopefully with your player development, the Memphis Grizzlies, and your training, you're going to develop into a good offensive player, if not great. I can see it. You got the defense, you stepped it up, you started to get smarter, learn player tendencies your matchups that you'll be going against later on, the people that's going to be around. Don't slack on that. It's going to make you your money. What y'all don't know is Scottie Pippen is the team leader in steals. He is the cat. I've seen when he came in this game down 20, Scottie Pippen came on the floor, was instant offense, instant plays, instant momentum. He played defense. He was opportunistic on the defense. He got steals. He was disrupting, turning over, hustling for the ball, hustling on out of bounds, putting pressure, real pressure on the paint and on the defenders and on the bigs, jumping into the chest. No matter what the angle is, if it's I don't care what angle it is, he's taking it. He's line drive. He's line. If I'm coming, I seen him come across the lane from west to east, looking for the pass. He got to the middle, didn't see a pass, turned the corner. He didn't curve. Line. It's a very important for people when you're attacking the paint. You don't tag it on a curve. You find a straight angle. You attack out that angle, because that's how you wall off defenders. That's how you get your fouls. And that's the shortest distance to the goal. You don't want to curve that, because people can corral you to a place. You find an angle, hit that hole, hit that angle, straight line. Then you adjust. But that pushes pressure on the defense to put them in a bad position where they either have to let you score or they're going to foul you. Scottie Pippen is a very, very catalytic, but he's a catalyst on offense and defense. Yeah, he is going to score, and I can't fault him for that, because he is instant offense. And sometimes you need it with the players that you have on the court with him. You need somebody that's consistent, somebody that's consistently cutting, somebody that's consistently putting pressure on the offense. If he has to run the team and the players that he have on the court aren't doing what they're supposed to doing, aren't doing what they're supposed to do, he makes it for a lot of that. So he is filling that role for Tyus Jones was a big loss also. He was a person that commanded the second unit, person you can rely on with a shot, rely on to get to the make a play. Scottie Pippen is a younger. I think he's a Tyus Jones 2.0. I think he's a better. Has the potential to be a better version, a bigger version. So I love Scottie. I love whenever he is able to play. When he on, he on. Jalen. I said to Jalen. Edie. Edie has a great potential because he's a 7 foot B. He's 7+ foot giant. Edie just got to get more mean. He has the tenacity. He has. I've seen him towards the end of the season with the coaching change. When you see Edie get more minutes, you see him get more opportunities. You see a little more character come out of Edie. You see him start to yell at motherfuckers, start to get hype, get and ones, dunk on motherfuckers, block people's shots. He get to talking. You need that energy. I need the team. The team is lacking that edge. And they need that. And I like to play. I like Edie. He has that edge. I think he's still a rookie. So the more he's around, the more the chemistry builds, the more you be able to be yourself and having that confidence being instilled into each other. And with a coach like Thomas Cicelo, from the sounds of it, I haven't met him or talked to him, but from the pressers and the post games and from the players and articles that I read, he's a blunt, holds people accountable. Don't say what he want to say. He don't care about the analytics. He's talking about pure basketball. I'm talking about what do I see? What do you feel on the court? What is this? What is this action can get these type of reaction? These can open up these opportunities. Which one is the most advantageous for us? If that's cut off, we go to that. So you maximize your potential as players. Do we have endless potential on offense? We have endless potential on defense. Develop. Learn, study film, actually be a junkie for basketball. Actually have a passion to play. And I'm saying all these things because I'm saving things where I'm saving the criticisms for certain players. And they may take it the wrong way. They may take it a bad way. They may take it as exactly how I say it. I'm talking pure basketball and what's best for the team. And one more thing about Edie. If Edie can develop his passing, Edie's passing, he's bigger than everybody. He demands He demands attention. I don't care if he's not scoring. You have to put a body on him. So he's demanding attention. He has a gravity that you have to get because he's going to either get the rebounds or he's going to be a threat. He is a threat on the court when he steps on the court. So I think just maximizing the opportunities and him maximizing his potential as a player do great wonders because it ain't too many people that will be able to guard him, hold him. If he can develop his passing, good Steven Adams pass, a good Marcus All pass, like if you can develop Jokic-esque type passing as a big, if you can develop that type of being able to pass, and when in the pick and roll, you able to pop and you able to hit cutting men, hit or be able to be with your ability to shoot. You start to do that more often, not just three, but mid range. You start to command people to come step to you. So you open up space in between. You open up space in the lane when you get the ball wherever you at. Be able to do your back to the basket, be able to do your face up, because once you're able to do that, you holding the ball up here, they at your mercy. You have to trust your teammates, and that's a big thing about the team. We hear a lot in the post game is trust. The lack of trust means it's not enough communication. Over helping on defense because there's no communication. Nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's saying, I got him. Open up for me. Don't switch on him. Open up for me. I want you to hedge a little bit. Slow him down when he's coming off that screen. He's fast, so I need a little time to get back. Or your recovery angles, your recovery speed. Zach and Jaren, you guys need to. As a person, I was a good defender, and I was good at doing chase down blocks. I'm inspired by LeBron's chase down, but it's certain angles as you in the goal, you know the ball. When somebody land the ball up, you know certain angles that they go. With Zach, to limit your fouls, with Jaren to limit your fouls, you need to find your spots on the goal where you know when somebody land the ball up, it's going to be in this corner, on that side. When they going up, you put your hand. You need to take your teammates on the team. You need to take Ja. You need to take all the people with different arm lengths and all different sizes. They need to go up to the goal, put their hand in layup positions. You need to find angles that you are able to grab, able to hit the ball. It might be one finger, but you're able to avoid hitting them in the head, able to avoid contact so it not be a foul. Know your arm length, know your distance, know how much you need, how much distance you need, how much time it take you to recover, what angles you need to recover the best. What angles do you take on certain people that you can get to certain spots because you know how they lay the ball up, you know how they shoot the ball. Some people like to be real close to the goal when they lay the ball up. You need to be able to put your hand and meet them at a certain point. They have all this ground on you, leaning in, but you stretch your hands out to this certain point, you beat the ball. You don't just beat the player body, you beat the ball to the point where it's coming. Once you guys learn that, and once they get a good training there, the defensive paint presence will be amazing. Now this is the bad about the team. I like Santi, but he's a limited defender. Santi dies on screens. Santi gets picked on in this game. I saw Anthony Edwards pick on Santi. I saw him pick on Santi. I saw him pick on Jaren. I saw him pick on what was the other? He took advantage. He took advantage of Edie. Took advantage of Vance Williams. See, the thing is, defenders are, when you're playing defense, it's not just stand in front of somebody. People like to say you can't stop from scoring. You can't stop from scoring. If you notice the shot is almost unguardable, like a KD or somebody that's big that you can't stop a shot like that, that means you have to do your work up front. You have to do your work earlier. Either stop them from getting the ball. When they get the ball, when they put their ball on the floor, you have to have some type of points of attack on the ball. I'm talking about, the ball leaves your hand. When you're dribbling the ball, your ball leaves your hand every time you dribble the ball. You can't do nothing. Once that ball come down, you throw it down, the ball is free. Your hand placement, your reactionary skills, your timing, the quickness, it all plays a part when you're playing defense. So when somebody's going behind the back or somebody's crossing in between your legs, when they cross in between their legs, you know exactly where that ball is going. There's only so much area. You like this, as soon as you go between the legs, you put your hand, you intercept the area. You don't go put your hand to the area, they're going to throw the ball to your hand. There you go, steals, deflections. When you see people passing the ball, stop letting these people a lot of people do that for Jokic or LeBron. You sit here and you see people just stand in front of them like this when they get the ball like this. Waiting to pass, waiting to pick your team apart. Pressure them. Get up in them. Get up on their face. Put your hand on the ball. Move them, because they doing nothing but scouting. They're reading the play. You need to distract. You are right here in front of them. How to defend? How do they not see you as you are defending? They need to feel you. Somebody got to feel me all the time. I'm right. You're not something. You can't look through me. I'm going to do something. So you have to start pressuring people that's passing the ball. Put pressures on the passers. Put pressure on the people who do the when they pass into the bed. The word escaped me. But you have to pressure them type of passers, because if my man is having trouble fronting, or when they big position, when they get it, it's solid. You can't help that. That's just a mismatch for the night. Now you have to rely on your guards, your perimeter defenders, to make it difficult to even pass the ball. That's what you need to do. You need to make it difficult for them to handle the ball, and make it difficult for them to give that pass. It's a lot of things that need to be worked on. I'm sure, hopefully, it will be worked on soon. So, Santi, it's a gift and a curse with Memphis Grizzlies. We have too many players. We have to maximize the potentials of the players. We need to better the player development. I don't know what Gigi did. I don't know what Cam Spencer did. I don't know what they did. I even like Yuki. I don't know what they did to not getting playing time. Luke checked out. In my honest opinion, checked out. When you don't want to shoot the ball, you one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. You checked out. I don't want you on the court with me because I feel like you gave up on me. When you don't even give a defensive effort, you gave up on me. I don't need quitters on my team. I don't need quitters on the floor with me. People that go to war with me, you need to be able to hold your own. And if you don't hold your own, at least be honest about it. Give an effort. You have to be a threat at all times. Even if you can't shoot a lick at the if you can't shoot a lick on the court on the offensive end, you have to be a threat. Sometimes you have to shoot a shot just to let it be known that you will shoot it. Even if you won't make most of them, but if you hit one, you have to establish a presence, and that's what a lot of people lack nowadays. And the team has the potential. The team is going to be in the playoffs, playing. In the worst case scenario, you fall out of it, but I just can't see that happening. I have too much faith in the team. So, all that being said, I think Gigi has a potential. I think Yuki has a potential. I've seen him when he gets his spurts. I like to see him play against competition, see how he really fares. Cam Spencer. To not play Cam Spencer after you see a game versus him and KD, to him to get the type of reaction of a Kevin Durant, and you don't play him anymore, to see what you got, to don't ride that momentum, ride that confidence that he had. I don't see what that's bad coaching to me. It's a choice to not play Cam like that after that, just to see what you got, to see what the rookie is what he's able and capable of. You need to explore that. But Conchar, you can hit some shots. With him being in the trade rumors and stuff like that, I can see him being gone. Vince, I think he's limited. He has ability on defense, but I don't think he has the motor. I don't think we could find better at that position. We can find better at that position. I don't want to discredit him. I don't want to say he just. I think we can find better at that position. Jay Huff, I think he is a very viable, very good big man that you can use, especially in certain instances, especially when you need spacing. If Zach is in trouble or something like that, I think with consistent minutes, I think you can get Jay Huff into a rhythm. I think he's smart enough. I think he's actually athletic enough. I've seen him block shots. I've seen him play. G League, Summer League, I've seen him play. He is able to play. That's why he still is in the NBA. You just need to use him. Have more confidence in him. Even when you're not hitting a shot, you need to hold him accountable that you need to be able on this month. You need to be a presence on defense if you're not hitting a shot, because we know the shot gonna come. You got a good touch, so we know the shot gonna come. So I need you to be a present. Aside from that, in the game, to cap off the game, they got Denver tomorrow or today, whenever the video come out. When you have an Anthony Edwards, when you have a superstars like this, you need to understand that it's times in the games where you need the helping. You can't do the help because the helping is going to put you guys in a a worse disadvantage, especially if somebody's hitting the three shot like that. Somebody's hitting the threes like that, then it's like they couldn't miss. Anthony Edwards, when in a mode, he could not miss. And even Anthony knew he on the court he seen what he seen. He had to do what he had to do on purpose because he seen when I seen him talking to the fans again. You need to take it off the commentary and listen to the mics on the goal, listen to the mics in the crowd that they have doing on the mosaic view on the NBA League Pass. You hear a lot of the chatter from the players. You hear a lot of things, and it puts things in different perspectives, different, and you'll really start to see a lot of the real development of the game, the real reasons behind certain things. You overhear a lot of it. They can't bleep out the cuss words, so you hear all of it. It's a real good listen. It's an enjoyable listen. But you playing the superstars with like we get into the playoffs, you're gonna have to start to guard your own. You have to hold your own. Especially if you're on the shooter. You don't leave shooters. You don't lead a shooter. Ain't no help. You have to yell out. A lot of them don't even yell out. The communication. Santi said it. We don't have the communication. If he beat me, I will tell if I go in a huddle. If he beats me off the dribble, because I'm going to be pressing, I'm going to be doing certain things, try to get the ball, certain things, I'm pushing him to certain things. If he beats me, it depends on your confidence and your defensive ability to get back. Open up. Don't help. If he beat me, he beat me. If he beat me, let me chase. I'm going to chase. I'm going to recover. I'm going to get back. I'm going to attack. Sometimes I need you to be very disciplined because it's not your business. It's my man. I need to take responsibility for containing and defending my man. And when you try to overhelp, when you have to help everybody, it's at the detriment to the team because now you in scramble mode on defense. And it does nothing but make you fatigue and demoralize you when they catch you with something. When they catch you with a three, or they catch you with a backdoor, or they catch you with a dunk on out of nowhere. Because you guys are scrambling like chickens with their head cut off. Because somebody wasn't able to hold down their assignment. So, going forward, guard your yard. Take responsibility for what you can and can't do. Understand what you can do. Understand what you can't do. Be great at what you do. Be great at what skill that you have. And over time, we'll develop, and the team will get in a better place, a better spot year by year. But that's for this game. I can't wait to see this next game. I'm going to have commentary on that. We're going to see how this postseason. Don't give up on these Grizzlies either. I don't know why. I see a lot of people saying, yeah, this season is a wash. No, we are in the playoffs. This season ain't never watched. Once, if you have a chance in the playoffs, if you are in that motherfucker, I don't care 1-8, like LeBron and all these others, you say, all we need to do is be there. And we are threat. We are contender for the title. I don't care how the team look to anybody. If I'm on the team, I don't care who it is that we going against. I don't care if we going against the Dream Team. If I'm in the dance, I have a chance. That's your mind. That needs to be your mindset. That's a winner's mindset. All these losers and cowards and people and weak people that's on the court and talking, I don't need you around. I don't even want your energy around. I don't even want to hear your words. It's not in my repertoire. It's not in my psyche. It's not in my vocabulary to quit, to give up. You have to beat me. We have 48 minutes to beat me. You have to beat me. And sometimes we got more. You're going to have to show me. You're going to have to beat. The clock is going to have to go off. I'm going to have to get kicked out of the game or something for you to prove that you beat me. You have to fight every second, every minute, every possession. Every possession count. But that's it. Hopefully I'll see y'all again. Like, subscribe, share. Hopefully I'll get in contact with a lot of more media in the Grizzlies and the Memphis area. Fairly new to the media, fairly new to the podcast and stuff like that. So it's a journey. I shout out to all my 30 subscribers. Hey, I'm going. I appreciate everybody that even subscribe to even listen to a word I said because My word don't mean nothing to nobody. People here watching, people who are interested. And I'm appreciative of everybody who's interested in anything I got to say. Appreciate y'all. Love, respect. See y'all next time.